Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of my channel. If you are here for the first time, my name is Cem, I'm a software developer, and in today's video we are going to talk about what full-stack development is, how you can become a full-stack developer, and which programming languages you need to learn to become a full-stack developer. So let's begin with explaining what full-stack development is. A person who can work both in the client side and the server side of a web page is known as a full-stack developer. Now imagine that there is a team of software developers who are building a website. Some members of this development team are responsible for building the user interface of this web page and also adding some little functionalities, and they are known as the front-end developers who are responsible for building the client side of this web page. On the other hand, there are also other developers of this team who are responsible for developing things that we visually don't see, like dealing with more complex algorithms, managing data and databases, building APIs and other deeper technical things. And these developers are known as backend developers who are basically working on the server side of a web page. So our imaginary team is divided into two fields as front-end developers who are working in the client side and backend developers who are working in the server side. But some other developers may be interested in working both of these fields, and they are called as full-stack developers. So before choosing this path, there is something important you need to know, which is the responsibilities of a full-stack developer is much more than an ordinary front-end or a back-end developer, which can lead people to burnout because they can get overwhelmed dealing with so many technologies. So that's why if you are new to programming, or maybe you are a junior developer, I don't suggest you to become a full-stack developer, at least at the beginning of your career. So if you are a beginner, firstly, there are some important concepts of programming that you need to understand, like how to write an algorithm, or some important programming concepts like data types, functions, conditional statements, classes, and much more. Programming languages are similar to each other, so once you understand these concepts, then later it will be much easier for you to learn any programming language you want because they just have different syntax. So the next question is which programming language you should learn to become a full-stack developer. Now, if you don't have much experience in programming, then I say you can start with HTML and CSS and later move on with JavaScript, which are the three main technologies for front-end development. And after you have a good understanding of JavaScript, later you can choose to learn Node.js because it's also JavaScript, but Node.js is being used for the server side. So basically with a single programming language, you will be able to work both in the client and the server side. And after that, you can start learning database programming or even some DevOps as well. There are also other languages like PHP, Java, or Python, which are also being used for the server side. So if you prefer, you can also learn these programming languages as well. Or maybe you already have some backend experience with Java or Python. Then later you can still learn JavaScript after this, and also some HTML and CSS as well, which will help you to become a full-stack developer. And there are basically two ways to become a full-stack developer. The first way is that you can go to a college, sign up for a license program, get a computer science degree, and start working as a developer after studying around 4 years. This is the traditional way, but it is a more secure way. Many companies and employers out there still want to see a degree when you apply for a job, because a degree gives them a kind of a proof that you are capable of doing this job. And I followed this path. I went to a school, started from scratch when I was 20 years old, and it took me a couple of years to become a software developer. And the second way you can choose is to become a self-taught developer. You basically sign up for a coding bootcamp or for a free program like FreeCodeCamp provides, or you buy courses from Udemy and try to learn programming by yourself. But if you are a self-learner, you can easily get lost somewhere because programming is a difficult job. It's a difficult profession to do. If you accept this truth and put enough effort and time and work, then I believe you can achieve to become a self-taught developer, but it's not going to happen overnight or in a couple of weeks. The truth is, either way you choose, it needs a lot of effort and time. Before we close, let me also answer this question that people are asking a lot, which is, do I have to become a full stack developer? The short answer is no, you don't. For example, personally, I didn't choose to become a full stack developer because I find it too overwhelming, so I rather stay as a front-end developer and keep learning new things in my own field. And if you don't feel yourself ready or comfortable to become a full stack developer, then my opinion is that you don't have to do that. You can surely stay in your field, whatever it is, front end or back end, and keep working there. A couple of months ago, I have interviewed a good friend of mine who is a full stack developer. So if you want to listen his experiences, then make sure you also check that video out and let me know your ideas about full stack development in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching.